What's up, dudes? I think we are live. Merry Christmas. Let's start off with a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, everybody's, the thing is it really is good timing because, we were up early and then we had dinner and now everybody's sort of gone and off. It's like gone off to play with their crap they got for Christmas. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. What do we got here? Danovan, Jay, Strat, Tom, Ben, Coombs, Gary Davlin. We got Martin. We got John. We got Larry John. We got Terry. We got Tactical. Johnny Williams. Yo. We got Coots. We got Abe. We got Trash Metal. We got Bryman. Sounded good. Good. Davo, dude, what's up? What's up, Sheldon? What's up, Knees? What's up, Jeff? And Dave, and Scott, and Chris, and Star Guitar. And Jay Schaff, Robert, Little Rhodey, Strat Tom, Jimmy P, Matt Nummett, Fretless Ed, Johnny R. Kramer, Tony Howe, Joe Hervey. Well, we got everybody here. Just goes to show you, it's like you've got a lot of time to kill on Christmas. I'm just saying. One of those days. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Jay Feeves. Merry Christmas, James, Jack. What's up, Ron? Good evening. T. Ricky, Shelly, Andrew, Terry, Johnny Rock. What's up, Surf B? Tim Thomas. Oh, yeah, we got everybody here. We got quite the crew. Hello. What's up, Tim? Merry Christmas to you too, Tony. Justin. What's up, Cushman? Mike, Merry Christmas to you too. Mark. All right. Andrew Bonica, Merry Christmas, buddy. Hey, you like the hoodie? Let's go to let's go to Crazy Cat Cam. It's I blame Henning. I completely and utterly blame Henning for this. He lowered the bar for us all. And we sank right down. Right down. It's Boxing Day, exactly. What's up, Jeff? Merry Christmas to you too, Jeremy. Exactly, the cat. The cats are, I think they're a little afraid of it. I walk in the room, they're like, Merry Christmas at Metalworks. So it's it's one of those days where I'm on 4 hours of sleep last night. 4 hours of sleep because you're prepping for for the day, and I'm pounding coffee like crazy. I had trouble falling asleep. Santa. So I did finally pass out, probably like 3 a.m., and then I'm up at 7. I had 4 hours of sleep. They were all up. I heard the pitter-patter of 6'4" feet of my son downstairs going, oh, well, they're up. And so, went down. We had a lot of fun. We had some laughs, some fun opening gifts. It's a lot of, to the point, it used to be that they were all wild and stuff, and then, but now they're at a point, and they were bummed, when they got a little older, and the whole Santa thing went away. But I think now they're sort of, they're into it, and so we were having fun. And And then, you know, I mean, you're done opening presents in like, you know, like less than an hour, probably like even like 30 minutes, you know, it's pretty quick. And then, you know, it's making coffee, it's starting to prep for the meal. It's like my wife has got to go up and get her dad, and then, you know, coordinate with everyone. And let me see, I don't know if you guys, you may not be on the tube. Let me show you what I put together here today. Yeah. I don't know if you... Yeah. So I wound up, you know, we do this every year. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The goddamn, this slab of meat is ridiculously expensive. Okay, I'm not going to lie. It is, it's the type of beef you buy like literally once a year because it is so ridiculously expensive. I actually thought it was a little bit cheaper this year, especially when you consider the size of it, right? It's like on the per pound basis. I thought it was pretty good. So every year we get a roast tenderloin, and I've got it down to a science. I tie it all up, you know. I get it down, and then what I do is I put it out on the grill, and I sear it on the grill. You can actually see some of the grill marks, right? You sear it on the grill to start. You get that grill cranking. You take it out, you sear it up, and then you turn off the 2 center burners and you leave on the 2 outside burners, and you close the lid. Now this year I had to do it a little bit higher in temperature because it was 33 degrees. It was like, you know, 1.5 degrees Celsius in a rain, a nice, you know, steady, cold, ice cold rain where you walk in and your shoulders are just ice cold. And so I had to crank the heat up a little bit because I felt like it was cooling off the goddamn unit. So I had to really, and there it is. That's on the medium. So if you look here, some people would fold this side over, but I don't do that. And it's because now I'll have a larger end down here that will have the, you know, more like medium rare, you know, medium rare. And as you work down to the thinner side, it's actually a hotter part of the grill. It actually gets more well done. So it makes everybody happy, right? You get everything. And there she blows. It's the tenderest of loins. It is the tenderloin. It's I could take a fork and go over and just cut like a little bit, right? You see this little shank right here? I could put a fork on that and just peel that puppy right off. Oh, it would be like nothing. It's like butter. And then there it is, you know, fully dressed up. We had cream spinach and you know, mashed potatoes and peas and corn. And they do squash with the or sweet potato with the marshmallows on top. But I don't like it. Not a yam man. It's staying out of the yams. Oh yeah, and there's I'm playing the Kramer. You got to admit, for a guitar that was made in 1983, that's looking pretty damn clean. Oh, that was a lot of... how much per pound? I think it wasn't too bad. I want to say 16. I want to say that whole roast was probably $100, maybe 110, something like that. Yeah, exactly, Larry John. It's the filet mignon. So if you cut it into a steak, okay, so it's just like a standing rib roast. If you take a standing rib roast and you cut a standing rib roast into steaks, you get ribeye steaks. And if you take right, and if you take a tenderloin and you cut it into, steaks and cook it like a steak, that's a filet mignon. Which, filet mignons, it's a different piece than doing the tenderloin because it's such a much smaller piece and varying levels of fat content. So you got to be careful with the tenderloin. That's why most people, when they cook it, they'll do the same thing. They'll sear it, then actually put it in a cast iron skillet maybe and throw it in the oven. They, and treat it like a roast, like a mini roast. This is a Kramer Pacer Imperial. A 1983. 83 Kramer Pacer Imperial. And it's heavy. It's a maple body. The OG Floyd Rose, and this model came with the Schaller pickups, but I went with the Duncans. That's just the the hot rod set, the JB and the Jazz. Right, TB4 and JN4, I think, something like that. Something. Hold on, I'm pulling on my mic here. There we go. Hey, what's up, Dennis? What's up, Michael? What's up, James? Merry Christmas. What's up, BC Rich? Merry Christmas. And Joe, Merry Christmas. God, we have everyone here. Gorgeous X, right, Andrew? Last time I tenderloin was 1995. Yeah, we still do it. At some point, I got to stop eating red meat. It's probably not good for you long term, and I'm really long term at this point. Right? As we used to say in economics, in the long term, you're dead. Mark says he got a new MX offer. Yeah, if you got any gear-related gear, anything like that, throw it down in the comments. I'll give it a shout-out. So Mark got an MXR Phase 90. Nice. I got nothing guitar-related. Yeah, the T-bone, right? You get the fillet and the New York strip, right? The fillet's on one side and the New York strip is on the other side. And the New York strip, that's a good one. That's pretty good. Yeah, the hot rodded set, exactly. Had chili, nice. At our age, what is long term? Next week? Spiral ham. See, we do that more at Easter. So the ham is Easter. The turkey is Thanksgiving. We've got it segmented, right? Easter ham, Thanksgiving turkey, and a Christmas tenderloin. That's pretty much it. Now, if we're feeling particularly money-filled, which we weren't this year, but when we do, sometimes we'll get the crab legs. But we didn't do it this year. Any cat in the Christmas tree? Actually, hold on. I think there was when I put it up. Let me see. This is what I'm usually looking at, which is my cat up in the window of the basement, like with the curtain behind her, looking looking at the window. All right, hold on. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, come on, damn it. No? Thought I had a photo. Yeah, they're high this year. Never had crab or lobster. Oh, no, it's good. It's good. You know? Yeah, I thought I had a photo. Oh, wait, hold on. Something's coming up. Yeah. Yeah, right here. That's from this year. She's the one that goes straight in it. That's cutie. She goes straight for the tree. The other ones don't really climb in the tree. They they sort of walk around it. Let's see if I can find it here. No. Yeah, maybe right here. Okay. Check this out. The clownfish laid eggs. Right? The other clownfish fertilized the eggs, and those are little baby clownfishes on the friggin' wall here, growing. Then just one day they're suddenly gone. What most likely happens is that they hatch and they're just quickly eaten by the other fish in the tank. So they didn't make it, but the clownfish just shockingly it became parents. It's like, okay. Playing all the Christmas songs. All right, let's see here. I might have missed what some people got for Christmas, and I don't want to miss that, so I'm backing up here. See if anyone. T. Ricky got a Boss EQ 200. Ordered it yourself. That's okay. Doesn't matter. You can give yourself your own gifts. You know. Oh, thanks, Alex. I got a Charvel SoCal Pro Mod Strat. Nice. J. Fief says he picked up an Ibanez S Series 1070. First S Series Ibanez. Nice. It's a thin body, sort of a one-of-a-kind style. Not too many other makers. I think when it came out, they were the OG for that style. Jazz Flounder got a Captor X and a pedal board. Nice. Any good resources for identifying Kramers? Yeah, you want to go to, let me see if I can call them up here. Is it vintagekramer.com? Let me see if I can find the actual website here. Yeah. You want to go here? Go to vintagekramer.com. And when you go here, sometimes when you go to like the guitars and they go to the series, it doesn't seem like there's enough detail. Dig deep into parts and finishes. They get all into the bodies and the necks, right? The string, right? The logos. They dig deep into like just the headstocks, right? Part IDs and all stuff like that. So you really got to dig deep. You can't go just in like the guitars. I tell you, one thing that's good is they have the literature. You can go in there and just get the catalogs, right? So you can literally see the early 87 to the late 87 catalog, which is pretty much the golden years for a lot of people. If you look at the 83 catalog, where is it? That's the guitar I'm playing right now, but it's in blue. I bought this guitar, right, the Imperial, with a maple neck and this green. Okay, so it was this color and with the maple neck, and that's the one that they sold on me, and I didn't get to buy it. So I wound up that spring going in, because they wouldn't hold it for me, and buying this guitar, which, again, it was supposed to be green with maple, but it was instead mainly like this red with the rosewood, but without the pickguard. It's this body configuration, right, the Imperial. Anyway, that's where you want to go. You want to go to the old vintage. All right, let me go back to the stream here. Ben Coombs says he got a Phase 90 from Johnny Highland. Nice. I think that's okay. Now we're back up in a food talk. Well, let me scroll back down here. Yeah, I love a ribeye too. Yeah, the pasta bake, nice. Got a Bugera attenuator. When my wife found out it makes me quieter, she asked if you can use more than one. Yeah, there you go. You're like, no, but I could get an amp with one built into it. All right, I'm scrolling back down here. I'm going through these. Casey says he got a 2012 Epi EX84 Explorer, black with EMGs. Nice. SMY Tree said he got an Epiphone Extura Prophecy from Santa. Finally, an Explorer-shaped object in the house. Tiger Burst. Oh, right. The Prophecies, right. Kevin got a clip-on Diodario tuner. Thrash Metal Studio says he got a 2021 Gibson Traditional V Les Paul Black. He's rationalizing buying a 2019 Traditional Les Paul Tobacco Burst. Posting guitars to sell to buy the tobacco right now. You know what? It's Christmas. You should treat yourself to the Tobacco Burst. Did you just buy yourself a Traditional? Sure. But that's guitars under the bridge. Right? That's yesterday's news. No. It's all about the next purchase. Scott says he got 3 killer Diamond. Demond X pedals, and an older DS1 and 2 Mosky audio overdrives. Cool. James got a Supro delay pedal. Nice. Awesome Christmas time you did there. Honestly, really kicked ass. So thanks, buddy. Cat had clams for Christmas. The cats, these are bizarre cats. They don't really like human food. Our last cats, were just gaga for human food, but these cats are like, meh, pass out the cat food. It's like, okay. All right, I'm scrolling down here. Going through. Do. I know, right, the clownfish. God. And I think we're back down to the bottom finally. Okay. Bam City picked up a PRS 1x12 cab. Okay, with the V30. Nice, very nice. Yeah. And Dan said he got a Zoom G1X4. Nice. Nice little all-in-one unit, right? So plug into it and get... does that have the pedals? Have a couple of pedals built in? A few pedals here or there? Merry Christmas, AI Gaming. Merry Christmas, Carl. I cooked my fillets 4 minutes on one side and 3-ish on the other, about 2 inches thick. Nice. Oh, man, that's... 4 minutes? That might be code blue, bro. You going blue on me? You two of your cats love butter? I think one of my cats loves yogurt. I can't wait for... Here's my wife, like, eating yogurt in the morning. He comes over and it's like, no, you finish. I'll just have whatever left in the cup. What am I thinking of? Show me your pick. Quick to pick cam. There it is. That is the frisbee. That's it. And it has my logo. Hold on, I'm just catching up with the stuff here. Yeah, big, thick, big. How can I use such a thick pick? Like this. Like that. Mainly like that. That's a man's pick, baby. Kind of think of. All these songs have something in common. Yeah, you know, people go through. Some people really like the thinner picks, but I gravitate towards the thicker. Merry Christmas, Browns fan. Merry Christmas, Ike. I'm playing all the Christmas songs. What is it? And they all have a little something in common. If you think about it, if you think about it. What cables do you use? I like a Hosa for most stuff, but I tell you, I've been loving this Klotz cable, Klotz, Klotz, because it has it's got a breaker switch on one side. So one side is just a regular plug, but the other side has a breaker switch. And that breaker side, when you pull it out of the guitar, before it has a chance to go, it breaks the signal. Kills it. It's great. And then when you plug it back in, magically the cable works again. But it's great because it cuts down on the noise, especially when I'm switching out guitars. You don't hear that normal like cable noise. Well, Casey's onto something. Yeah, you got to pick a team, Casey. Merry Christmas, Tony. Songs don't get demonetized. It depends on how much you do with it and whether it's accompanied. And it depends on the owner. It really does. I think all the ones I've played, so far, I've been pretty safe. I don't think anyone's ever complained about any of those riffs. Wait, another riff that would fit the yeah, Richie's got it, though I suspect Casey was onto it pretty early. Yeah, every single one of those songs came out the year this guitar came out, 1983. Yeah, a lot of good metal in 83. Oh yeah, AC/DC. And Balls to the Wall. No Parole from Rock and Roll came out that year, but I don't know any riffs from it. I forget. I used to know like one of those tunes. I can't even remember the name of it. Of course, Anvil. Anvil came out that year. Armored Saint. Oh yeah. Rebel Yell came out. Yeah, Rebel Yell came out that year. What else? Black Sabbath, Born Again. I don't know any riffs from that. What else came out? Dio, Holy Diver. Oh, Doc and Breaking the Chains. Oh, yeah. Is that... I don't think so. I think it was a later one. Fastway. I was playing that one. Of course, Girls' School. Play Dirty. A classic. Hanoi Rocks. Great White. Def Leppard Pyromania. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Lick It Up came out that year. All right, Lick It Up. Yeah, Crocus Headhunter. Loudness. Bark at the Moon. Oh my God, I forgot. Metal Health came out that year. Raven, I actually saw Raven live. The drummer's helmet explodes. Oh yeah, see, Thunder and Lightning came out that year too. When I first heard that song, I was like, this might be one of the heaviest songs I've ever heard in my life. God damn, it's so exciting. It hits you like a hammer. God damn. I was like, whoa, damn, that's get some energy behind it. Nothing off the top of my, I think the first Slayer album, Show No Mercy, came out. Y&T's Mean Street, right? UFO. Twisted Sister, but it was like an EP. Right? They don't really break until 84. I think that's it. I'm looking at like a list of the top, not records, but like metal records. And there was a new band on the scene, Trickster. And where the hell is my metal? Yeah, was War 83? Yeah, I got my license in 83. I went to Berklee in 83, summer of 83. Going down to Berklee. Does seem like yesterday, but not really. '83 was a big year for the Bee Gees. Was it though? I feel by '83. In fact, I feel by like '79, people were sort of done. Did I have long hair when I was younger? I think everybody's hair was a little bit longer in the late '70s and into the early '80s. A lot of helmets, hair helmets out there, but not really. Maybe longer in high school for a little bit, but. Oh, thanks, Neil. A White Snake Riff, sure. String gauge is 10. It's got Ernie Ball 10s on it. I was a Berklee guy. I went one semester. in between my junior and senior years in high school. They used to have a program called Career Exploration, but I actually wound up taking a full-time performance semester, which was probably not a good idea. I wish I just did the shorter 6-week, because the campus cleared out after that group cleared out. A lot of people didn't go there over the summer. So once sort of like those guys finished up, there wasn't a lot of stuff going on, and the ensembles were fun, though. Actually, BC Rich, back then, Berklee wasn't crazy money. I want to say a semester at Berklee, a full semester, I want to say it was something like $1,200, which might sound like a lot of money, but I doubt you're going to get it. I'd have to do let me see if I can find so that was 83. Let's just do a little, go to the inflation calculator. So 1983. I think it was, I want to say it was like $1,200. Yeah, it'd be about $3,300 today, which is nothing. Let's say I'm completely wrong and I'm flipping the numbers, right? Which I don't think I am. Let's say the worst case scenario was $2,100. There'd be about $5,800 today. I don't think you can go there for $5,800 a semester at this point. Not even close. Probably 5 times that. When I went to a little state community college, right, because you can get cheap credits that way, I was paying, I think it was, I want to say it was $90 a course, and I could take 5 courses. So a semester of 5 classes in college was without, anything, just being in the state was $450. Which, I think that even that school now is like, it is probably $2,500 to $3,500 a semester now. You gotta remember, when I went, I don't even think they were Berklee College of Music. I think at that point they were still Berklee School of Music, because they hadn't been accredited as a college by the state. Yeah, Berklee, you make a lot of contacts. Yeah, a lot of good movies came out in 83. Yeah, 83 was a pretty good year. Like I said, got my license that year. I saw Iron Maiden that summer at the Cape Cod Coliseum, which I think is I don't even think it's a 5,000 seater. Maybe it is 5,000, like with a full floor and sides, like packed. Maybe 5,000. And I think there's only like 3,200, 3,500 people there, something like that. Stands were empty. Everyone was on the floor. And it was Iron Maiden with Fastway opening up. And Pretty crazy crowd. Pretty crazy metal crowd. A few fights. Yeah, Peace of Mind tour. Black Sabbath and Quiet Riot, November 4th, Worcester Centrum. I did not see Sabbath and Quiet Riot. I don't think I saw them at Worcester. Maybe I did. Maybe it was Worcester I saw. I could have sworn I saw them in Providence. Providence, Rhode Island. And I'm pretty sure that was recorded. That show was actually recorded. And is that live? Like Born Again Live or whatever? Berklee's taking over the Boston Conservatory too, yeah. Well, they finally bought the McDonald's on the corner, right? There was always this building on the corner of Belvedere Street, like Belvedere and Mass Ave. That was, a McDonald's for years and years and years. And they finally sold the building to Berklee, and Berklee put in a student building. It pretty massively nice and very well done student building, actually. '83 was a good year for movies. Yeah, DC Cab. God. That's starring Bill Maher, right? Up-and-coming comedian Bill Maher. Even he would tell you, damn, that's a terrible movie. So we went to Cheesecake Factory last night because, we knew we were cooking today. So we went out to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner last night. And my daughter and her boyfriend, they knew of this appetizer I'd never had before called the Buffalo Blast. Anyone else ever try the Buffalo Blasts before? It's basically chopped buffalo chicken with cheese and buffalo sauce wrapped up in like a phyllo dough. And then they bread it up and deep fry it. I'm just going to say it's an experience. Oh, thanks, Bo. Thanks, Buzz. Coffee fun, bro. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Return of the Jedi, yeah, which at the time they thought was the best, but now they look back and they think it's the worst of the first three. Let's not even get started on the second three. All three of those were just garbage. The third three was redemption, I will say. I thought they were well done, the last three. Yeah, Berklee owns everything down there now, yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, KC. Merry Christmas to you, too. Merry Christmas. It's actually not messy, Ben. And they've got dipping sauces. It's actually pretty crispy. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the phyllo dough holds the outside, just has the right amount of wrap on it. And it is not messy. I was like, okay. I have not been out to a restaurant in a while. I really like this. Do you have another Buffalo Blast in 4 hours? No, actually, they're not even really all that hot. It's it's tourist hot. It is the Cheesecake Factory. They don't make them that hot. Okay, Browns fan knows what I'm talking about. They are incredible. Exactly. Buffalo Blast. Thank you, Browns fan. He knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I remember getting them and going, what the hell are these? They're like Buffalo Blast. Okay, I'll try one. Going, wow, It was actually really, really good. Put like blue cheese on it. I'm going, oh my God, it's crispy and gooey and cheesy and buffalo-y and chickeny, and like, damn, these are good. Real good. So lots of fun. Lots of fun out of the cheesecake. In fact, we always get our food and take the cheesecake home because I didn't even eat my cheesecake yesterday. I saved it for today for after dinner. And I still have half of it left. I can eat like 2 bites. I'm full. You got a perm or two? It was the 80s, damn it. The first Star Wars microdot. I went to the first Star Wars. We went down to the Showcase Cinema in the Braintree parking lot, down in Braintree. And at the Braintree Plaza. And the line was like around the building. And I remember getting out of the car. I was 11. I remember getting out of the car with my mother, and she going, oh, I don't know. This is going to be like all day. And we hear, yoo-hoo! And it's her sister. It's my aunt. And she's way up in the line. We were like, hey! She's like, come on over. People behind us, they didn't care. I was 11. I don't even know, but I don't know if people were miffed. But she's like, we saved you a spot. And we hopped right in line. We went in. I think we got about 5, maybe 10 minutes into the movie. And my Uncle Charlie went, this sucks. Got up and walked out. He probably went out and have a cigar. I'm going to have a cigar. Yeah, 83 was the first year that Van Halen hadn't put an album out. Didn't come out until January of 84. Before that, they always had an album out every year. Oh, that is good coffee. Coming in late, Jim, yeah. Tenderloin is, my uncle was correct, yeah. He was like, he lasted about 10 minutes. Actually, there is some leftover tenderloin. Well, it was an enormous. I'm going to bring that loin photo back up. Loin! Now that's a good sized platter, and the thing is spilling over the friggin' platter, right? And no, it was a good size, and so I think we ate. I think it fed everyone down to about here. I cut off a roast down to about here from my sister and my parents. I cut another roast off, maybe down to about here, for my brother-in-law and my father-in-law. And then I think we got the rest of this down here. Ready to go. Or actually, I think it's in the other direction. It's that's a nice, there's a money shot right there. Hello. Anyway. All right, let's stay focused. Stay focused. There's plenty of tenderloin for later. Although I will say this, I do like to heat up. If I don't have it, I'll make some au jus. You need a little bit of au jus. You know, especially what I like to do is actually throw it in a little bit of like a little sauce bowl, a little dipping bowl, and every time you cut a piece, you just dip it in a little au jus dip. It warms it up. It's nice and au jus-y. Wah, wah. Yeah, right? You got to have the dipping juice. Of course you do. You know. What I don't do is, I used to put like more like rosemary and thyme on it, but it's got to be fresh, and I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't add. It's not perfect, but you got to do. Yeah, I salt and pepper it like crazy, but you got to do some seasoning. But there was a time where I would really go a little nuts. But now I just keep it simple. Let the beef be the flavor, not the bark, right? Kramer inspired you to build one. Nice. He was turned to steel. Cheesecake Factory, get the blackened chicken sandwich with a strawberry milkshake. Nice. I tell you, when the pandemic was really going, the Cheesecake Factory was closed, and then everybody opened for takeout, and they did we're back open for takeout again, and they had a prefix. They had a prefix of a. It was like a little bit of an appetizer. Their in-house burger, like whatever it is, like the house burger, and which was incredible, and a bunch of fries, and a slice of cheesecake, and I think drinks. They included a drink, like in a to-go cup or something. It was quite the deal, and it was $10. $10, and we went in there and got 4. We got one for each of us. I remember bringing that home, and they had prepared the burger in such a way that you sort of assembled it when you got home, and man, was that friggin' burger so good. And we hadn't eaten out in a while, and it's a professionally cooked burger on a grill and the grilly, and it had like all this grilled onions on it, and there's special bacon jam, and I was just like, I'm really loving this burger right now. It's like it had been a long time since we had, had anything that nice. Mainly having like pizza and crap like that, and man, it was really good, really good. Yeah, pigs in blankets in the U.S. Yeah, cheap wiener dogs wrapped in cheap biscuit dough. Yeah, but not a biscuit in like a crunchy cookie, like a Southern biscuit, a soft. Yeah. We didn't do anything. We didn't do a lot of appetizers this year. Sometimes we'll do deviled eggs, whatever. We didn't go crazy. I think we had like chips and dip and some shrimp cocktail and, kind of pre-made stuff. I don't think the banana headstock is ugly. That's considered the holy grail, that 84. The offset hockey, the offset banana headstock, Made 2 dozen deviled eggs and ate almost half of them yourself. Yeah, that's the problem. Speaking of burgers, a few weeks ago I mentioned Habit Burger. Do you know there's one in Mass? No, where's the Habit Burger in Mass? I didn't know there was one around here. I'll go check him out. I'll give him another try. All been sick, takeout and delivery for a little over a week, yeah. Merry Christmas, MJ Toso. What's up, Pooh Ninja? Merry Christmas. Yeah, it becomes a windy city. I think the Epi compares to the Gibsons. The one thing you have to remember about, like, the Epi is that the factory that's made in, they do a lot less by hand, right? It's all done by computer and to a very, very tight tolerance. I mean, I think there is actually an argument to be made that the exacting standards of the CNC machines that make this versus, although they do use CNC machines at Gibson, I think there's a little bit more handwork going on there, you could almost make an argument that the tolerances could be tighter, right? More closer specifications. That was like what sort of put PRS so good with their stuff, is they increased their their tolerances to like metallurgic standards, right? Like on wood, it's one number. Then you go to metal, and they'll bring that out a whole, like, another couple of places, right? It's like a massive increase in the precision that they get. So now that the CNC machines are sort of getting to where metal has been for a long time, and that, right? What does the guy from Kiesel say? He can get it within like 1/10 of a human hair. That's a pretty tight tolerance. Yeah, I didn't get any guitar gifts. We were talking earlier. A lot of people got a lot of stuff, but I didn't get anything. They won't get me anything. They won't get me anything guitar related. They're too scared, or tech related. I actually got them a couple of smartwatches, and they're loving them. They are loving the watches. It's like, it's not just smart, it's like wicked smart. And no, they are friggin' loving those. I'm hearing cats running around. Yeah, Eppies are pushing Gibson's limits these days. Yeah, now Gibson's going to have lacquer, and they're going to have, right? There's reasons that people would never even consider an Epiphone, right? They want the whole lacquer experience, and they like the hand tooling. They like that whole thing. But there is more room for wider tolerances when you're doing more stuff by hand versus when you're doing stuff primarily by machine. Boy, those are good. Yeah, that Plex system, that probably saves them some money because it's so quick and it's so accurate, right? So incredibly accurate. Again, it's like when you're thinking like as a production manager, it's like I got to get a guitar out and I don't want it coming back and I don't want to have any problems with it. We can do it by hand, but then you have to put X amount of man hours on it, and it's only within X amount of tolerances. The whole Plex system, so it sort of takes the guesswork out of it, and the thought of everything when they come up with putting the tension on the neck and doing everything. It's a pretty good. That whole Plex thing is pretty good. I think they have to license that, right? I wonder if they pay Plex. Like, do you buy the machine, or do you like sort of have the machine and you license the use of it like per guitar? I would think it's like, in other words, imagine if you had to like pay per wash for your washing machine, right? And it's like, how many washes did you do? Okay, well we get like 8 cents a wash. Like, send your check in at the end of the month for every wash you did in your washing machine. Like, you wonder if they have to pay for like licensing that, but I don't know. Maybe once you buy the machine, you can use it as much as you want. Oh, boy, that's good. Do. That is tasty. That is fresh coffee. Do. Yeah, it's always been off the Epi headstock. I think they would sell a lot more Epiphones if they would do the Gibson one, but, they want to protect the Gibson owners. They're getting there, though. They've made baby steps towards it. Give them credit where credit's due. They're getting there, right? It's a slow walk. Eight machines, $200,000 each. They own them, yeah. Wow. Pretty sure they just buy the machine, yeah. So you'd have to be doing quite a few Plex to make up the cost of that machine. At a couple of $100,000. You got to be ripping through Plex. And you know what? Do you know how long does do you know what the average time a guitar sits in the machine? Right? Because that's probably why they have 8. Because as soon as one goes in, right, another one has got to be, right? If you're a production manager, that's what you do. You'd make it so that by the time machine number 4 is getting locked down and everything punched in and set to go, machine number 1 is going beep, 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 beep. I'm ready. And you're taking that one out. And when you're done with that one, now machine number 2 is going beep, beep, beep. And you're just going in a circle between 1, 2, 3, and 4. 8 minutes of guitar. Interesting. That's pretty quick. So you can crank through. That's pretty good. 8 minutes. Wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, I agree, PC Rich. It's why I like the Epi Explorers in the V's. It's the same outline, right? They don't change up the headstock. Really? Your wife bought you the Tony Iommi SG. That's nice. Well, thanks, Tony. Merry Christmas, Steve. Thanks for all the great shows. Just started my summer holiday. Oh, that's right. You're going in the summer. We have we're in a very different experience here in the Northern Hemisphere. Not back in work until 25th of January. Massive staycation, nice, and it's hot down there. Wow, we're not in the heat. We're just barely above freezing. I think I want a white Epi Explorer. Oh, that sounds good. I think I want a white V. You know? Yeah, the Gibson demo shop. I've been on there a few times checking a few guitars out. They have some stuff on there sometimes. It's like, wow, it's really nice. I have a video coming out soon about the Gibson demo shop. I'll see if I can get that out next week. Do a limited, okay, so like a compromise could be, like Terry says, a limited run of Gibson. So it's exactly like the Gibson, but a limited edition. That sell like crazy. Merry Christmas, Monty. 67, man. I think right now we're like something here. We are 34. We 0 degrees. Yes, Celsius is 32. So 34 is probably 1. Which feels a little low. What I think of vintage guitars, I don't really deal. I mean, I paid $325 for this, and it was a lot of elbow grease and a few parts to get it up to where it is now. But I don't really do a lot of the vintage stuff unless it's something the only reason I wanted this guitar is for the nostalgia, because I had one when I was 17. This is, actually not. Did I have this at 17? No, I don't think I got this till I was 18. That's right. I probably didn't get mine until, I remember it was before the end of school, which would have been in June. I probably got it in May of 84. That sounds about right. So I would have been 18 at that point. -4 there. Yeah, we were pretty low yesterday and last night. I'd have to do a little converter here. We were 24. 24 to C. Yeah, that's -4.4. Does sound good. Oh, you think you mean the brand vintage? They're actually not that bad. The vintage branded stuff. I actually know those guys. I've stopped at their booth at the NAMM show. Real nice guys. And their stuff is, it's very inexpensive. They're sort of like a Harley Benton, and, pretty decent quality, like the Benton stuff is, not terrible. Hold on. Yeah, 28C, I don't like that. Too hot. Too hot there, hot shot. Actually, let me see if I can bring that up. Do I have that? I'm hearing cats running around. And give me a sec. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we looked at this before. There it goes. And do I have a reader on here? I do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right. Is it friggin' frozen? No, it's just kind of slow. Where the hell is the, almost, well, yeah, yeah, hold on. That is right there. Bring that over here. And then here. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then we'll bring that up. There we go. There we go. That's much better. I think it's much easier to see. And yeah, but how do I get it to do a full? That's not what I want. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I go here. Yeah. All right. You can see it. All right. So this is, I've been doing some scanning, and I pulled out all the Kramer ads. This is interesting. This is vaporware, what you're looking at right here. So this ad came out in like 1990, and they were out of business by the end of the year. The guitar actually never, there was a few prototypes that went around. That's one of the prototypes. But they never actually made that. It never made it to stores in a production model. If you have an OG Aztec, it's probably one of maybe, less than 10 made. It's pretty rare. This is the ad I was thinking of, right? So that's pretty much that's John McEnroe, and right. It's John McEnroe, and is that Bjorn Borg? And then Eddie with the shockingly short hair. It was like, what? Oh, Vetus, yeah? Yeah, yeah. And then this is just basically oh no, God, I hate, where the hell is my, there you go. So this is sort of an interesting thing. So they do this post run. Actually, let me go back to the full width because I want to read down here. It's basically, so there's Nikki Sixx, right? That's the dude. That's I think Jeff LeBar, right? That's Mick Mars, and of course Richie Sambora. Then the guys, I think, from Skid Row, right? But what they do is they bring in this dude, and this dude, who are all from Gorky Park, which is the band that the guy who owns Kramer, Bernardi there, he's now managing them, right? That's his first band that he signed. And he's trying to get them, like, famous by putting them in ads with people who are famous. This is probably 1990. Could be 89. All right. And then a couple of, they started doing Dorsey ads a little bit more and later. Again, this is late This is probably, again, 89 or 90, 88, 89, 90, somewhere around there. New technology. Oh, dude, check this out. The first annual Hot Shots. Can you imagine if I won the goddamn Hot Shot competition? So what do you win? A guitar? Do you win a guitar? No. It's what's crazy. There's no guitar in the prize. The prize was 50 winners will win a Kramer satin tour jacket. It's like, okay. 5 grand prize winners will win a guitar? No. Again, this is probably, let's see, you had to get it in by April 30th, 1990. And they're going to contact everyone by no later than May 15th, 1990. So this is 1990. This is 31 years ago. You win a trip to tour the Kramer factory. A free Kramer satin tour jacket. Dinner with the president of Kramer, and a photograph and a Kramer ad announcing the new Kramer Hot Shot. It's you have to submit a cassette tape. You have to submit a cassette tape, max of 3.5 minutes, of your best guitar and bass playing. It has to be accompanied by a photocopy of a receipt of a Kramer purchase. There's Floyd, right? What's behind the hand of the man who invented Floyd Rose? A sustainer pickup. Did he invent the sustainer pickup? Oh, I feel like that's... He's saying he did. Introduced that. Now he's created something. The Floyd Rose sustainer. Okay. These were so interesting. So the Ibanez S series comes out, the Sabres. Kramer's feeling the heat. Right. Where's our Frank Gambale? Right. So they realize that the body is too light. So Ibanez gets around it by making the body out of mahogany. Right, a dense mahogany to make it heavy. They put a metal like rim on it, or it's inserted, right? It's an external rim, internal plate, and this is an external metal load. See this down here on the corner, and an internal cylinder load. So in other words, they're pumping metal into it in different ways so it won't have a neck droop. It's actually not a bad idea, right? I don't know what the metal did for the sound, but I gotta say this blue one in the middle, I'd own that. I think that looks actually pretty hot. I like the metal band on the bottom. I think that actually looks pretty awesome. This is a little over the top for me. You'll poke your eye out, kid. But this one here with the metal band on the bottom like that, I think that looks awesome. You know? Little mixed media. And then we've got, who is this? Derek Frigo from Enough Zenough. This was the pickup I thought about putting on this Kramer. I was going to do a parallel axis, but I wound up going with the one I have. I could have done parallel axis. I have one. I had it in it, and I switched it out. You know, that was my first choice after I took the EMG out. Little Nicky 6. Kickstart. This is probably my favorite out of theirs. All right. Really good quality. You know, I really, even the photography is a cut above some of their other stuff. Another ad with McMars. And then there's a couple of guitars. This one, unfortunately, has a whole green cast. This is exactly what it looks like from the printout. But the printer, when they printed it, it's got a pretty serious green cast. There's a green cast over Eddie. There's a green cast over everything. Then there's this other one. Again, just a tech ad about Floyd Rose for Kramer. And then the final one is, that's the ad without the green cast. What a difference. It's like night and day. Like, it looks so much better. But even still, I don't know who took this photo. Actually, I know who took this photo. It was taken by David Bertinelli, Valerie Bertinelli's brother. Because Ed said, like, you know, he's my new official photographer. But, you know, I think a photographer would look at that and say, yeah, I can see the sun reflecting. The sun is way too high in the sky. Right? That's hardly the golden hour. You got a few hours before that sun's over the horizon. That's actually pretty high in the sky. And a little way too bright, way too many lumens. So, you get harsh shadows. You know, it's just not a, I don't know, not a very professional photo. Unlike, believe it or not, these are all pro. But, like, even that, like, when you zoom in, it's actually very well done. It's, like, really shot well and then placed in, I'm sure, literally hand cut. Right? There's no Photoshop back then. This is all done by hand. Right? It's like 31 years ago. Anyway, I thought you might find those interesting. The old Kramers. So, I don't know if I have a picture of it, but actually, I don't think I do have it separated. But I have an ad of Gibson. And they're like, well, others are going down. Gibson rises above, the Gibson rises above the rest or something like that. And it shows Gibson's, like, up in heaven. And it shows all these these other guitars being led off to the gates of hell. And the brands are Kramer, I've Been Had, and, like, Blender. Oh, is that my kitty? Hello, my kitty. Hello, my kitty. What? What are you doing? She's off. Yeah, exactly. The ad with the other brands marching with pun names. Exactly. It's all photo retouch with cutouts and, like, airbrush. You know, that's what you had to work with back then. You know, get a good printout, paste it up, and then shoot that. Nice. Remember a lot of D'Addario ads from back then. Yeah, D'Addario. That's how they pronounce it. That Phil McKnight video was an eye-opener about how poorly I was pronouncing their name. Yeah, they make you feel old. You start to look at some of those ads, you're like, oh my God. Like the first time I downloaded and checked out a couple of old National Lampoons, oh my God. Like, what a friggin' rag. You can just tell, just like literally, that's all paste up board. You know, that's all individual pieces run through a friggin' wax. You know, the wax machine, a waxer, and paste it up on a paste board. Oh my God, it's so crude. There's way predating any sort of PC work. If you remember these ads, then you are vintage, exactly. Merry Christmas, Movo TX. Merry Christmas, Steve. Will there be a Guitars of 2021 video? There will be. Yes, absolutely. Just checking you have that Gibson ad, yeah. Yeah, it's got like an LP, maybe an SG, like up in the sky. Right? LP like flame top. Yeah, remember the stacks of guitar mags? Yeah, because that was the old internet. Before the internet, you had magazines. You know, period. Guitar players from the mid-70s to the late 90s, cratefuls. Yeah. I've been going through and digitizing them lately. 'Cause it's time to just get rid of the clutter. They're not getting any younger, and, you know, every time you open them up, the pages just get a little bit more yellow. And they really start to oxidize from the edge in. So, it's time. It's time. And then you just have to make sure you have a lot of backups. Quite frankly, it's easy to read when you scan it in high res and put it on a 4K monitor. It looks friggin' gorgeous. Looks better than looking at it on the magazine. You know, I have a 27-inch 4K monitor. Looks stunning. You know? Any guests planned for 2022? Maybe. I wouldn't mind. Doing some more stuff. Like, the problem is that I can't really do any guitar playing because the guitar goes to absolute garbage when you have a guest on, because you have to go through that, you know, that sort of like aggregating software that gets multiple feeds together. So I don't get I lose the stereo guitar. Pretty annoying. Used to drool over carving catalogs back in the day. Yeah, I used to get. Yeah, you like the sweater? I used to write away for all of them. Badoo. Right there. It was a big hit. Actually, it's a hoodie, not even a sweater. It's made out of, like, friggin' spandex, for Christ's sakes. Buddy man. Bud man. What you doing, bud? You wanna come over? Yeah. Where's my bud? There's my buddy bud. You my buddy bud. I should do something with Phil X. I'd love to. Phil X is amazing. We're selling guitars to play for my daughters. Right? Oh, God, don't remind me. Oh, Cece, thank you so much, man. That is super generous. I really appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you, too. Very appreciated. Make up the amps when you have guests? No, we usually both wear headphones, and I run everybody through I run two people through the system. The problem with that is that you realize that when two people run, you've got to step the latency up a little bit because you're running two independent, amps, full rigs, and it takes more power. I ran into that when I had a guest where I was like, why is this crackling? And I had to increase the buffers. That's at least one glary, maybe two. That's my It's my, what am I looking for? Yeah, it's my cat hoodie. I think the cats are a little scared of it. They're like, ah. Oh yeah, Livewire. When I had my friend there over, he does do pretty good Bon Scott. Yeah, I'd love to get him back over again this year. He hasn't been over, since pre-pandemic. So, I think he's still close by. Get him over here. What's the radius of this? I don't know. I got to assume it's like 12 or something like that, or maybe 9.5. I'd have to check. That's a good question. Let me see if I went to I went over here and went to the old vintage Kramer. They're usually pretty good about specs on there. Be curious to know. I go to parts. Guitar necks. So this neck is made by ESP. The body's made by, I think, Sports. Or Lucido. I think it's Sports. But this is definitely an ESP made. Right, because they say, yeah, 82 to 84 classic chicken beak headstocks. The B2000 to C5000s. Yeah, this is like a C2000 or a B5000. It's an 83, made by ESP, smaller batch, made by Sports. The unusually wide 1 3/4 necks. That's that other neck. God, I hated that neck, that Sports neck. Terrible. It was 1/8 of an inch wider, which is like a friggin' chasm. Most early necks would be marked the Pacer series. Yeah. But did they tell you the... They do C-shaped neck. Yeah. They say some were known to be finished with an amber-colored satin. I don't know if that's natural or if that's... the amber-colored poly. Or if that just naturally went like that. Because they say here some they used an amber. Doesn't say anything about the specs. I wonder if they say it in the catalog. Be curious to know. USA, this is going to be like 83. Somewhere around there. All right. They give the scale. They give the number of frets. No. I'd have to put a gauge on it. I have no idea. I'm guessing it's fairly vintage, but I doubt it's 7. It's way too flat to be that. I'm going to guess it's probably like 10 or something like that. You gotta remember the Floyd Rose is pretty flat. You think it's 12, Ron? Yeah, that sounds about right. That could be right. I doubt I'm doing a U up later. I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. I have a feeling I'm going to be crashing pretty hard tonight. The pickups in this are Duncan. The Jazz and the JB set. Cleaned up nice, though. for a guitar that's from 1983. It's pretty damn clean. Ever have truss rod problems on your guitar purchases? Just one. I think the guy stripped out the truss rod, but all I did was, instead of using 10s on it, and he had it really, the thing was so friggin' high tension. I switched it out to 9s and it was fine. But I swear to God, I think, there might have been a way that I could have just popped the, it had you can heat it up and try and pull the walnut plug out. You use a soldering iron to sort of heat it up, but it's a lot of work. It's to replace basically the truss rod end. And it was like on a Squire. It's just not worth it. Yeah, it looked more orange in the other video, but I assure you, it's red. It's very Christmassy red. But when it's shiny in the light, it has more of an orange cast, like a tangerine. But it's not. I went through and cleaned every single one of those tuners. Took them out and friggin' went over them with a fine-tooth comb, like literally. Toothbrush and clean air. And I said, I'm going all out. We'll get it done. I'll get it looking good. It's got some marks in it, but, there's only so much you can do. It's got some scratches on it, too. It's not perfect, but I think for a guitar that's so old, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I know, stick a bow on this and call it Christmas, I know. Just throw that up there. Volume, tone. Yeah, I went with the master volume, and then I had 2 knobs on there. So, normally it would be volume, tone, but I hate 2 volume knobs. I'm forever, running to the other volume knob and working it. I like a master volume. And quite frankly, I would have just taken this one out, and put in a kill switch or something, but I just thought it ruined the look of the guitar. It's pretty close to stock, and so I just went volume, tone. Called it a day. And the neck is so much smaller on this. This is pretty much a medium C, like a Fender medium C, unlike the one I actually bought back then, which was this big, wide, what they called the boat bottom, right? The boat hull, flat bottom and an eighth of an inch wider, ridiculously wide. And I think it was sort of it was an intermediary company, and they when they transitioned to the new. First the sort of the hockey stick banana headstock, and then finally the droop, like a different type of beak. That intermediary neck was just so friggin' wide. Some people swear by it. Bobby had one, and he wound up throwing it up there, and he was warning the dude, this is a wide neck. He goes, there was a short period where they had a very wide neck. He's like, yeah, this is that neck. He goes, that's the neck I want. It's okay. There you go. I know I can't believe it's almost 9, but I tell you, I'm fading. So it's a long friggin' day. Would I learn my luthier skills? Mostly working at the music store, and then the rest is just, sending. So I used to send things out, and I would send it to a couple of guys. So they're kind of expensive for good work. You have to send it to guys who aren't cheap. And when you send it to the guys who are cheap, they do crappy work. I'm like, I could do a better job than that, dude. She'll put a little pride in your work. It's like pretty bad. I remember I sent a guitar out to have a neck put on. That neck came back. It was like friggin' crooked. I was like, dude, seriously? Seriously? This is how you attach the neck to that friggin' thing? It's like I had all I could do to friggin' get that thing to straighten out. Oh, I was livid. I was like, yeah, I could have done that. It's like, you feel ridiculous for even, even trusting that. You probably held it by hand and drilled the holes. That's a little Lotus mini LP. There's a video for it. There's a dedicated video for that guitar, and a dedicated video for that guitar, and a dedicated video for that guitar. I don't think I have a dedicated video to this one, though I did do an acoustic one. I don't think I ever did a dedicated video for that one either. I did used to do setups as a side gig, but I didn't. You get that wears out quick because it's not that great of money, and most people are good. I think the one dude that pissed me off was like, I just did all this work, and like he just like didn't. He was like, okay, yeah, no, it's cool. It's like I had really, really straightened that guitar out. And he was like, okay. I mean, it was like Chad, okay. I was like, dude, seriously. Oh, man. Where's my, oh, yeah, right there. What do you know? Yeah, no Boxing Day specials on my mind. But I think we're done consuming crap for a little bit. It's like we've been on a spending spree. Time to rein it in. We're about to go through the broke January and February, and then the taxes will come in, and we should be doing pretty good this year. I'm hoping. We'll see. There's really not an easy way to intonate a Floyd. I've done it. It's all a big, giant, colossal pain in the ass. And that's all you can really do. They make some holders that's supposed to help it and do it. Quite frankly, it's just faster to bring the string down, loosen the top, move it slightly, tighten it back down, and bring the string back up. By the time you put that stupid screw on the back to move it forward and backwards, I didn't find it to be very accurate. It was like falling off. It wasn't very good. Let's hit single coil mode. The neck on this is so easy. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this going here. Ready? It's a little trickier on this guitar because that has 24 frets and this has 22 frets. So that higher part is a lot farther away from the body on that guitar, on the white guitar, than this guitar. So it's gets a little claustrophobic up in that high end. All right. I felt like I had to do at least one tune. Oh, thanks, B. Polsky. Thanks so much, man. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Yeah. Of course, aside from yours. I mean, let's not go nuts. I know I should play the backing tracks more. I should. I mean, the worry is that a lot of the backing tracks that I have I think they're copyrighted, and I worry about that. Playing that. Oh, thanks, Vinny P. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Surfy. Oh, thanks, John. Oh, thanks. Bless you, Bear. Well done, hotshot. That smelled like a Buffalo Blast. Oh, thanks, Gary. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks so much. I will, Zach. A U up would be a Christmas miracle because, like I said, I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. And, that's a rough night. Have a good one, Monty. Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas. Yeah, we have the 2-minute warning. We're We're going to be wrapping it up here by 9 p.m. Eastern time. So, I mean, if I fell asleep right now and woke up at 2 a.m., I'm still probably not doing a late night one. If I'm being honest. The cats will be up. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. The headstocks are now shark fins. Exactly. At least in one ad. So this week I have a new video coming out, and it's the first time Bobby is visiting, and we are doing a video together for a quick time. Oh, thanks, Alexander. Much appreciated. Thank you. Very much appreciated. So that should be interesting. We've never done a video together, but I think you're gonna find it both educational and entertaining. It'll be a smorgasbord of wicked awesome. Oh, Thrash Metal Studio, thank you. No, you rock. I look forward to your channel every Saturday with all going on in the world. It gives us something to bring us all together. Yeah, and it's like one of the... Listen, I mean, listen, those guys are great, but did Phil have a show yesterday? Did RJ have a show today? Tone King? No. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, they took it off. Me, I came here. I came on. To be honest, though, my timing is so much better than theirs because it's not Christmas morning or Christmas Eve. That's much, much tougher than Christmas Day Eve. So, I'm just saying. It's a certain work ethic. Yeah. Just focus on the cooking. All right, dudes. Merry Christmas. Super thanks for everyone for hanging out tonight. Super mega thanks to anyone who contributed. I really, really do appreciate it. And of course, shout out to my mod squad. Mega shout out to my mod squad. Hashtag mod squad. And I'm off to go probably rustle up a little bit of food. I think I might go slice off a little tenderloin. I've been working myself into a little hunger here. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you a week from tonight, and I have some... actually, I will be on New Year's Day evening. I will be on a week from tonight. So I'll see you then, and I have some videos coming out this week. So there you go. No, you rock, and Merry Christmas. And rock on. Later.